Welcome, everybody, to a brand new project. Do not adjust your screens. Do not adjust your headphones. This is not a recap of the latest episode of Glee. This is the Diary Room from the makers of the Choir Room. We are back with a whole new project, and we are so excited. I, of course, am Matt Liguori, alongside my co-host, Aman Adwin. Aman, how are you?
I am fantastic. Really excited to be back with Matt for another years-long journey that we're about to embark on. And yeah, this is gonna be a wild ride. I have like nervous jitters about everything. So I'm excited.
Well, the difference is the last time was pretty much intended as a year-long journey, not necessarily a years-long journey. This project we have cooking here could be years.
Yeah. So, I mean, the whole preface of this podcast, thank you for those that are listening and joining and subscribing and doing whatever. We appreciate you spending some time with us here today. But yes, the whole preface is that we are trying to find the best Big Brother player ever with some objectiveness in there, with also some subjectiveness in there. We're going to be whittling it down bracket style, randomized matchups. And I don't know about y'all, but I haven't played Big Brother, but about 500 plus other people have. So that's going to take us some time to get through. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot, but I'm excited.
Yes.
And I think we're up for the task.
So across the course of North American Big Brother history, which is the pool that we're going to be pulling from, and mind you, there's some exceptions. Notably, Big Brother One, not here. Anthony Scaramucci, notably not here. Not a Real House
Yeah.
guest. And I want to say that might have been the extent of the exceptions. We are going to be looking at all players from BBUS, BB Canada. Rest in peace. May she, revive sometime soon on a new network.
Mhm.
Big Brother Over the Top. That's right. Get hyped, OTT
Yes.
fans. We are thriving in the year 2024 and beyond. And Big Brother Celebrity. All will be getting in the mix here. As like Aman said, we will be going bracket style each episode. Six go in and three come out. A format that Aman, we are ever so graciously copying from our very good friend Andrew over at Gleek of the Week, a podcast that we have both been contributing towards guesting on over the past couple of years at this point. It
Mhm.
has been a very fun concept that Andrew has done in our fellow Glee podcaster over there of narrowing down to get the best song on Glee. And we've been having so much fun helping him out over there that we said we have to do the same thing over here and find the best player in Big Brother.
I mean, it was like a natural progression, right? Like 4 years ago, wow, 4 years ago, back during the very beginning of the pandemic, Matt and I got together to recap and rewatch every single episode of Glee, releasing over 200 episodes with character analyses and all sorts of things. Anything, again, I will confidently say that we have the most comprehensive Glee podcast known to man. And of course, that put us on the radar for our friend Andrew over at Week of the Week. And we saw his lovely format, as Matt just said, of whittling down all of the songs to determine the ultimate Glee song of all time. So it's just like you take the Quiet Room, you take Week of the Week, you mash them together, the Diary Room is born. So we're really excited. I'm like nervous because there are so many players to talk about and remember, and like this is like one of the only podcasts I feel like where you're actually going to have like actual conversation about somebody that made it to the end of Big Brother Celebrity versus somebody like Dane from Big Brother Canada 7. Like most people kind of omit those types of seasons, like the spinoffs. But no, we're not shying away from the spinoffs. We are incorporating every North American Big Brother player ever into the fold. And from there, we're going to find out who is the best. So don't take it personally, okay? Some of your faves will get
They're
cut.
going to get cut.
They're going to get cut.
They could get
It's
cut
just,
in round one, round two, round three. We don't know, but they're gonna go bye bye. Your faves are gonna go as our faves are gonna go. It's gonna be tough. For the most part, we are planning on having a guest with us as often as possible. So in the case of a tie, there shouldn't be a tie when there's three people on the podcast. If ever there is just the two of us, we will determine some tie breaking mechanisms to make that easier. But yeah, like you said, we're gonna go all over the board. I think what was we did a little test run the other day, and I think that the matchup that came up was Shane from Big Brother Over the Top versus Victoria from BB16. And we
Mhm.
were, just testing it out, see how this mechanism would go. But again, this is all completely random. I will note that just for the technicalities of it all, when we have a guest on, we don't want to tell people that they can only guest on this podcast if they know everything about every season. We don't even know everything about every season. We're going to be going off vibes. We're going to be going off remembering things as we go. We're going to look at some of the Big Brother wiki that has information about these players. We're going to look back at some of their exit interviews with Julie. If they made it to the final two, we'll look back on their final two speech. All of these things that, again, we probably haven't seen in years. Maybe our guests haven't seen in a long time. So we're going to refresh
Mhm.
ourselves live on the podcast. But if there is a guest that comes on that says, I've never seen Big Brother 4, first of all, go watch Big Brother 4. But then also, we won't include Big Brother 4 in the randomization of that week so that we can all talk about players that we are familiar with. Or maybe not if we forgot about, the first boot from BB12. I don't know. Sorry, Annie, but maybe somebody forgot about you. So we're going to have fun. We're going to figure it all out as we go. This is a new project. We have the basis of what to do here. Again, thanks to Andrew, who has done, I think hundreds of episodes at this point, and has really laid the
Has to
foundation
be, yeah.
for, of what is going on here by the six matchup for six poll picks format, three matchups, two at a time in each round until the end of an episode. And that's it. The episode shouldn't be too long. We're hoping, maybe somewhere around an hour, but we have no idea. We haven't recorded one yet. So that's what's planned. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like again, like Matt said, it's we are not here to really get into like the ultimate nitty-gritty of every single player. I'm sure as we are progressing through the bracket and we get down to like the final whatever the hell, yes, then those kind of conversations will become a little bit more, intense. But for the most part, yeah, we are here to just sort of, have fun. There's going to be some disagreements. We want people to disagree, we want people to agree, make your voices heard. Who knows? Maybe someone could get brought back. I don't know. It's all about the vibes. It's all about what we remember. It's all about who we personally see ourselves playing like, and that's why we want to have as many guests as possible so that we can diversify the amount of opinions that we get, as well as include the opinions of people that are going to be listening. So we encourage a lot of interaction with our listeners. We want to hear how you're feeling. We want to know if we effed up. Like, let us know. Drag us. Be kind, but drag us. Like, let us know so that we can, make this, whoever becomes the ultimate Big Brother person, like, we have to make sure that it is through blood, sweat, and tears that we have come to that conclusion. So,
Yes. We're going to have a lot of guests again along the way. Big Brother alumni, podcasters, RHAP podcasters, podcasters from other networks that maybe we haven't gotten a chance to podcast yet with. We're going to have a lot of room for a lot of opportunities for different people to come on the podcast. So we are looking forward to talking to all of those people along the way. And like Aman said, let us know your feedback as we go. We want, if we're going to be fighting on the podcast about who to send through between Shane from Big Brother Over the Top and Victoria, then, you guys let us know as well. It'll be a war out there, but hopefully a nice, well, not a war. A war is not good. But it'll be a fun spirited
a
conversation.
battle.
A fun battle of silly Big Brother stuff. And that's what life's all about, isn't it? So it's going to be a lot of fun. As far as where to find it, if you're watching us right now, then you're probably watching us on our YouTube channel, which you can find by searching for the Diary Room Podcast. I believe the handle is, I think the URL is youtube.com/at the Diary Room Podcast. I should double check that. But just search for the Diary Room Podcast on YouTube and you'll find us there. Of course, we'll be available on Spotify as well, on Apple Podcasts. Maybe not the exact second that you're listening to this, but also maybe, who knows? We're trying to get that all set up as we speak right now. So check that out. We're going to have our first episode coming, if you're listening to this in real time, this week. We have a very fun guest planned for that. And I think that's really the main idea here. So plenty more to come.
Plenty more. Plenty. Like, plenty isn't even the word. Like, we have a cornucopia of episodes that are going to be released over the next couple of years. So we're really excited. We hope that you guys are really excited. And yeah, but this should be a fun time. Like, I just keep, when we were kind of sort of like coming up with the concept of the podcast and everything and what we wanted to do, like one of the things that excited me the most was the very fact that, like, maybe we could have a Big Brother alumni appear on one of our episodes, and by luck of the draw, they end up getting chosen as one of the people. So, I mean, it's a long shot for that kind of thing to happen, but the fact that it could happen just like sends me to the heavens. So this is going to be such a good time. The randomness of it all is just like my favorite aspect of this entire show. So I'm super excited. We hope that you guys are super excited too.
Yes, so it will be a lot of fun. We're excited to get into everything as we go forward. As far as social goes, we'll see if this ends up changing. Not a lot of names available, and Diary Room Podcast is one too many characters for X.com. So if you want to find us on Twitter, sometimes known as X, it is currently at Diary Room PCast. Of course, find us individually on Twitter at Matt Liguori for myself, at Aman Adwin for Aman. And, coming up this summer is Big Brother 26. We won't be covering Big Brother 26, any kind of weekly means here. We'll be talking about the BB26 cast as a whole after their season is done. That's the plan here. We're going to throw them into the mix with the rest of the names after their season. Same for like a BB27 by next summer, and probably no BB can or anything in between. But if there is anything in between, we'll throw them in the mix then as well. And yeah, am I forgetting anything?
No, I think that's it. We don't want to
All
like
right.
give too much away just so that there is a little bit of mystery. But
Yes.
make sure that you subscribe to us wherever you can as soon as those links become available. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts rather.
Mhm.
Anywhere you can.
Yeah, and for anybody who did join us for our choir room adventures, no, there will not be 13 episodes dropped at once, like we may have done back in the day. There were different circumstances.
We
We were
are
in a
no longer in a
pandemic.
pandemic.
Things were
But should we
crazy.
end up in another pandemic, then expect
13 episodes a
something.
week. So for now, you can expect one episode a week. And if there's any reason why you would not, then we would let you know. All right. So that's it for now. Let's wrap this up. Thank you guys for checking out this little trailer teaser of what is to come. Get hyped, get excited. We know we're excited to get to these first picks. Do we have to pick one of Shane or Victoria, or do we just keep that as like by the end of the season or series, we'll have the answer to that?
Mm, let's save it.
Let's
Let's
save
save it.
it.
Let's
Okay.
not get ahead of ourselves.
That's the whole point of a teaser. All right. Well, thank you guys yet again for checking this one out. Aman, any final thoughts for now?
Nope, that's it for me. I'm really excited. Make sure that you give us a follow anywhere you can, and I
We'll be
almost said we'll
back.
glee you later. Oh my God.
You can. Well, we're gonna mix some Glee in here. Don't you be mistaken. You can't just have two hardcore Gleeks on a podcast and not expect it to come up. So
Hey, Glee fans that are also Big Brother fans, this is your Venn
this
diagram,
is
okay?
your podcast. All right. Well, until next time, are we trying this out? Ready? Thank you for checking this one out. And until then, please go to the diary room.
Or
We'll
maybe meet us
see.
in the diary room.
Meet us in the diary room.
We're workshopping it. We'll figure it
Nobody
out.
really gets met in the diary room unless there's like you're getting escorted out of the
I
diary
mean,
room.
sometimes they have two people or three people in the diary room at once. Sometimes, not often, but sometimes, they're a lot in there.
Okay. Well,
Well, we'll see.
either way, until next time, please go to the diary room.